Hi, sweeties. Today we are cooking up some good southern fried whiting. It is delicious. Let's get into it. But first, please subscribe to Sweet Savant. Hit that notification bell. Hit that thumbs up. So good. Let's get into it. I'm using Pacific whiting, also known as hake, which is a mild white fish in the cod family. I bought this in the freezer section. This is from Aldi, but you can find it at a lot of grocery stores. Just be sure to follow the thawing instructions on the package. I thawed this in the refrigerator overnight and then gave it a quick rinse to get off any ice crystals. You do have to be delicate with it because it is a very, delicate fish, and it can break apart as you rinse it and handle it. Look for the Marine Stewardship Council seal for whiting that is sustainably sourced. These are boneless, skin-on whiting fillets. Always be on the lookout, though, for small bones that may have gotten through processing. Just give them a quick check by running your finger along the fillets, and warn your guests just to be on the lookout just in case any small bones have gotten through. There's a link in the description box for the printable recipe. I've rinsed the whiting and I'm just gonna pat it dry. You don't want it to be bone dry, but you want to get rid of some of the excess moisture that's on the fish. Sometimes I'll cut the fish in half like that, and that just makes it easier to handle because we'll make fish tacos a lot, and these are kind of long for a fish taco. It's easier to shake in the seasoned flour because I put them in a Ziploc bag, and they're kind of long to fit in there, so I think I'm going to go ahead and cut them in half. So I went ahead and cut those, and I like to cut them on the diagonal. I just think it makes for a nice presentation when you cut the fish in half diagonally. So it used to be like that, and just cut it bloop, right there. Now we'll get them seasoned up. I'm gonna season the fish with some granulated garlic and some lemon pepper. Don't worry, I have more in my pantry. And lemon pepper already has salt in it. See, the first ingredient is salt. So depending on how salty you like your fish, you can add some more kosher salt, or you can just go with whatever salt is in the lemon pepper. I think I'm gonna just go with the lemon pepper, and if I feel like it needs a bit of salt, you can sprinkle a little salt on right after you take it out of the fryer. I'm using masa harina, which is a fine corn flour that has been made with corn that's treated with lime, and not like lime juice, but the chemical lime. It's used for making tortillas, for making tamales. I really love the corn texture, and it's gluten free. It's a very fine texture. You can use, like, there are pre-made fish fry mixes like Zatarain's, or you can use a combination of fine cornmeal and a little all-purpose flour if you're not concerned about it being gluten-free. I've got my corn masa in a bag, my seasoning blend of lemon pepper and garlic, and like I said, you can add a little more salt to that if you want. And I'm gonna add some to the corn masa, and then I'm gonna season the fish both sides with the rest, and then shake the fish in the seasoned flour. I've got the big old cast iron skillet on the flame. This is a 15-inch cast iron skillet. I should be able to do this in 2 batches because this is a really wide skillet. I mean, you don't need one quite this large, but you know, we ain't playing around here today. Get that fish well coated in the masa, And it can even sit in there while your oil is getting hot. And if you use masa, I mean, of course, check the label, but it's gluten-free. So if you have gluten-free friends, then this is the way to go. When I make fried whiting, I usually just shake it in that seasoned masa, shake off the excess, and then just fry it in canola oil, vegetable oil, peanut oil, any neutral tasting fryer oil. So just shake off the excess and lay it gently in the pan away from you so you don't get splashed with oil. I'm going to do this with the skin side down. Make sure it's nice and well coated. Now I'm frying this at about 365 degrees. If you fry this in oil that is too cold, then your coating just comes right off, just off the fish and into your oil, and you don't want that. Ooh, it smells so good in here. That one is already nicely browned. And then just gently turn them as they're ready. And then I have a pan with a rack on it so that when they're done, I'll take them out of the fryer onto that pan with the wire rack and let the excess oil drain off. So you can see by the edges there when they're ready to turn. See how the edges are nice and brown? Yeah, you can see it's ready to turn. Even thicker cornmeal coating or masa coating. After you shake it in the flour, you can dip it in some milk or milk with a beaten egg. And this is not a step that I usually do, but if you like it extra crunchy, you can dip it in that milk with the beaten egg and then back into the masa and shake it up again. So this is my sample. I just tasted to see if it had enough salt, and I believe that it does. Now look, this is with just shaking it, the fish in the seasoned masa. I mean, it really does get a nice coating on there. I think that's perfect. But let's see what it looks like when you add another coating, like if you double coat it in masa. This is that second batch, the double dip batch. I'm going to flip those as needed. You can see it's got a little bit thicker of a coating on there, so that is up to personal choice. That's up to personal choice if you like a thick coating or a thinner coating on your fish. This is the finished fish. That is the double dipped, and this is the single dipped. They're both well coated. The double dipped here is just a little bit thicker of a coating. Both really delicious. Our southern fried whiting is done. Let's get a little hot sauce on there. Please subscribe, hit that notification bell, that's thumbs up, but wait, let's hear that crunch. So good. Please subscribe, hit that thumbs up, hit that notification bell. Y'all have a delicious southern fried day. Get that fried whiting. So good.